Hello, my good honeys, and welcome back to the. If you're new here, my name is Leanne,
My name is Zay.
and this is basically where we talk about some true crime stories, and I just do some crochet crafts. So I am still doing the cardigan because whatever. Yeah, I'm still doing it. I'm procrastinating with it. But yeah, and then today is my case, and I will be talking about a Marjorie Ann Orbin.
She has the name.
She is an interesting person. Yeah,
Marjorie.
yeah,
That's
Miss
my
Martin
last name.
Orbin.
Orbin.
So you can go ahead and light our crochet candle and get into the story.
Mar-
We are just gonna do a little bit of tell you a little bit about Shorty, Miss Marjorie, before we get into her being a menace.
It's something.
Just to herself. This girl, she ain't have no shield, none at all. It was quite her crazy. I don't even know, like, what do you, when she was born October 20th, 1961 in Boulder City, Nevada. She grew up in Miami, Florida, so there wasn't much to say about her parents. I really don't know why the transition happened from Nevada to Florida or to Miami, Florida, but whatever. She also wrote her own little book or Meet the Inmate. Yeah, I found her Meet the Inmate, and she describes her childhood, and she just enjoyed going like riding horses and doing holiday.
I'm never gonna skip on the season of Meet the Enemy.
Yeah, Meet the Inmate. And she just loved being at the was it was her thing. Anything I had to do, you know.
Meet the Enemy.
I'm so sorry. That's a thing. So we're going to get to the teens and early 20s. She pursued dancing professionally. She worked in shows, cruise ships, and all different kinds of little, not big venues, but I low-key would say big and small because I feel like a cruise ship is pretty big, but not real. You know, you could be really popular on cruise ships and then no one know who you are.
But it also depends on like what type of dance you're doing on the cruise ship, what time you're doing it.
She was more like a showgirl kind of dance. And then she had also did some like really appeared like music videos, posters, calendars, all that. So she was like really, she was pretty. She was really pretty. So her job always had her like moving around, of course, being on like workshops or being like the Vegas showgirl. So she was all over. So
She made this for a month.
well, I don't know, if the cruise ship would first be basically slave on the cruise ships for I heard they
They get a base pay and free food.
yeah. I mean, yeah, 'cause what do you have to pay for? You have a room and work it, like you really just need. But Marjorie had met Jay Orbin, which is it's in the 1980s when they both were living in Vegas. So this is 2000. I him traveling for work and something. And then Marjorie was the showgirl dancer. So them two, they ended up losing touch, but they ended up getting back together, and this was kind of between 1991 and 92, or like 92 or whatever. But Miss Mayo, Miss Marjorie, Miss Mayo,
Marjorie
and
Ann.
it's English
Hold on. Before or after him?
before that. And then, so when they met back up, she was already 6 marriages, divorces through. And he was a very successful jewelry and art businessman from like that lived in Phoenix. So
So he went from an interpreter to a businessman.
all we can say is he was trying to make him some money. No matter. After they had reconnected. They started dating seriously, and then they married in 1994, and they had a son between 2001 and 2020. There wasn't a like whole bunch like the background of them, just like there was no lot on the background of her parents.
Years
So
later.
after this 2 to 3 years, we were pretty stuff before, so we
I think I got anyway.
they were for a couple of years at this point. But we're going to fast forward to 2004. Dear God, I've been on her for college.
You really ran into
2014 is when I read it. This is before Beck Dottie.
yeah.
I see IRS.
Yeah.
Mr. J goes on a business trip because he's still very much traveling for his work.
Is she travel?
He's home with the child.
So
Home. Um, so this time she had a plethora of affairs. A plethora of affairs. Upon cheating, like Shorty had husband and boyfriend. She had boyfriends. She was living out here trying to live her best life while her husband was out working.
where she had a stable. The stable. Oh, don't want your date. Yeah.
Jim comes home from his little trip to his lovely wife, Miss Marjorie, and she goes, shoots and kills
Oh, damn. You didn't even get a husband?
him. Papa, hey man, you know, it wasn't what he did to her. So not only did she shoot and kill him, like you make me okay, you get a little hit. So it's not what he did to her, it's what she did to him. And then, so, like I said, she shoots and kills him. This woman dismembers him. Yeah, she takes,
It's really
what was it called?
some.
A saw blade? No,
What's the name for it?
saw blade. Blade. Jeez. Maybe you know the kind. We're going to go ahead and post a picture of that.
What? What's it called?
The jigsaw blade.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I really heard of a lot of plays that was the name of.
Yeah.
Was it some of those called? I don't know.
She actually did a case of a girl who killed her boyfriend and his parents in his mom's basement. And she dismembered him using kitchen knives.
So yeah, if you're gonna do stuff like that, maybe keep it to you. Keep it to yourself. Because if you dismember, right, in other words, you're not trying to be caught. So that's why you did it.
Right.
The things that you don't think they're gonna find, they find that stuff.
Oh, like anything, like a particle of yourself.
They're gonna find it.
Like freaking nail, like don't have no nail.
Yeah.
I mean, you ready for this?
We already even dismembered the body.
Yeah. So they sit down 2 weeks later, and then Jay wasn't found. His torso was found on October 23rd in a plastic container on the outskirts of Phoenix.
Also, she was smart enough to take it away from her.
Yeah, but you want to know what's even worse?
What?
The rest of them has never been found. So
I got a question. Here's a question. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't remember the legit torch.
there were identifying her. And then you also got to remember, like, there was a missing person report that went out.
Because if you
But-
dismember an ability, they still ain't clean. Ain't clean.
No, and it's like, girl, where did you do them? How did you do them? Are you
It's really weird.
in 3 weeks?
Well, she did a whole bunch of books.
So, like I said, Marjorie was convicted, and Marjorie was convicted of murder in 2009, and her trial lasted a whole 8 fucking months. It took them 8 months to figure out what they were going to do with her.
It took them 8 months because they had a weak case that they only had the torso.
Yeah.
And the only thing that linked her is the bloody mess she left in her house. So, for real, that really should have been a one and done case. Like you found the bloody mess and you found the torso.
And I know that for the fact when the investigators were investigating her, there were a lot of affairs that they came across. So like that, about the affairs, about the like there being an insurance policy, like all of them should have never made the KCA. But hey, whatever.
It's just, it was- You know, and you were dating really since the
Maybe they can.
woman done dating really this whole thing out for years. So
I feel like a lot of the scripts for court cross too, they're gonna get their money.
then if you put the person in jail for the rest of their life, you really getting what court costs are you getting?
Well, let's see. On October 1st, 2009, Ms. Marjorie Orbin was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. And she is going to be at, or she is at, the Arizona State Prison Complex, Paris.
Scary though.
Yes. I was like,
So is that the end of Miss Margie? All right.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Marjorie Ann Orbin.
Marjorie, ain't that?
Yeah, follow us on Instagram. I think True and email us at www.truecrime.com.
Email.com.
There it is.
Yeah, Tim.
Yeah.
Remember,
Really?
reviews, be somebody we talking about.
Yay.